In this video, we're going to be looking at a few altcoins that I believe could be going to the moon within the next couple of years. And really, if you invest early, could make you a fortune. That's next. Just hit that like and subscribe button on the way in. So let's get down to this. Just want to say before I begin, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion on what I think could be going up within the near future within these altcoins. So again, this is just my opinion. This is just what I think. This is in no way financial advice. So let's jump right into this. Of course, I'm going to start with XRP. And XRP, I believe, is going to be interesting for us to take a look at. And again, if you've been watching my last couple of videos, I know I just got started, but if you've been watching my last several videos, you would recognize, you would see that I'm really big on XRP. Matter of fact, XRP really is, more than Bitcoin for me, really is the cryptocurrency that I really started looking at. So I've been following XRP for the last 2.5 years, and I really like it. I believe more than Bitcoin, it's undervalued. It is nowhere close to its all-time highs. As you can see, the all-time high, if we were to include the wick, would be $3 and about 28 cents, or $3 at the all-time high. It's nowhere close to that. So there's a lot of upside to XRP, and I believe at 50 cents per coin or per token, whatever you want to call it, I believe this is an undervalued asset, undervalued crypto. And the reason why I believe it's undervalued is because the CEO went on CNN about 2 weeks ago, and really the reason why it's having a difficult time really moving, I believe, is because it is not seen as fully as a currency as yet. I believe the technology, the blockchain technology that it's built on, that is being used, is really where the secret sauce is. It can do about 4,000 transactions per second, which is really the fastest. And I believe this is what makes XRP so attractive. There's a lot of upside to XRP. So if you're new and you don't know what XRP is, we're going to jump right into this. This is just if you want to do some research, you're just getting into cryptocurrency, you want to know more about what the cryptocurrency market is, what these letters are, right, what these tokens are, just go to CoinMarketCap. You can do your research, type in the ticker symbol or not. There's a list of all of them. You can literally just go and research them. And here the question is asked, what is XRP? To begin with, it is important to understand the difference between XRP, Ripple, and RippleNet. XRP is the currency that runs on the digital payment platform called RippleNet. Remember, just previously I spoke about RippleNet performing about 4,000 transactions per second, which is on top of a distributed ledger database called XRP Ledger. While RippleNet is run by a company called Ripple, the XRP Ledger is open source and is not based on blockchain, but rather the previously mentioned distributed ledger database. So it's a ledger database, and so pretty much in layman's term, XRP is just that thing, or the technology is going to be able to help you transfer money in a very fast way all around the world. And as we can see here, going to go back to the price action at 50 cents per token. I believe there's a lot to go. We have a lot to go. And so right now we're hovering at around 50 cents. And I believe that if we stay above 50 cents, we could push into 80 cents. And if we break that, we could be looking at $1. So if you get in with 50 cents, I'll allow you to do the math there, but the percentage gain on that to $1 would be about 98, 100%. You would pretty much be able to make a nice decent profit there. However, if we break below 50 cents and go into I believe we'll be heading into 30 cents. Again, this is my opinion. We could see 30 cents, and I believe if we accumulate coins here, I'd be looking to accumulate coins here. Matter of fact, I do have a buy limit on my Binance exchange ready for that, and I believe we could be heading up from there. If Ripple were to head to its all-time highs of $4, we could be looking at a potential return, say within the next few years, of about 700, just call it pretty much 700 to 1,000%. So you would 10x your investment. Where else would you receive these kinds of returns? And so XRP, I believe, is one to keep an eye on. Do your research, research it, look into the technology, look into the use cases, look at who is backing it. PayPal is a part of Ripple at this point, and other merchant services. So take a look at XRP. Another I'd like to take a look at is XLM, which is really similar to XLM and really similar to XRP, sorry. And interestingly, XLM really, the people that started XLM really used to work for Ripple. So I like to call XLM baby Ripple. They're performing the same thing. They're really performing the same thing, just like XRP. And so we are going to take a look here. Put it simply, Stellar is an open network that allows money to be moved and stored. Same thing with XRP. When it was released in July 2014, one of its goals was boosting financial inclusion by reaching the world's unbanked. But soon afterwards, its priorities shifted to helping financial firms connect with one another through blockchain technology. And so similar to Ripple, I believe XLM, the price action, there's a lot of upside, and it's cheaper at 17 cents, right? At 17 cents. And so I think that right now we have come back into 15 cents. We are staying above that. I believe if we stay above it, we could head into the all-time highs of around 33 cents. If it breaks 15, we could be looking at about somewhere around 11 cents. And we could be heading to the upside. If we just simply go back to the all-time highs, right? That would give a 180% return on your investment. Okay, just by investing in the coin at 17 cents. I mean, you invest $500, you have a ton of coins. So I believe you'd be able to at least double your money on this move if it were to head down into the 11-cent region. So the price action looks good. We are really at the bottom of the market. It was launched recently, so XLM looks good. The next one I'm looking at is Chainlink. Now, Chainlink at this point really has been the darling of this year. Chainlink, wow. It's a part of the DeFi space. DeFi meaning decentralized finance, meaning that there's going to be decentralized exchanges for trading, and this is just a new sector that is just now being developed. And I just want to go back to the price action, and I want to take a look at Link. Now let me see this. Let me show you this. Now, last year, if you invested in Chainlink last year at around, let's say you got in April, middle of last year, at let's say you got in at what we have here. Let's say you got in at 70 cents, right? You got in at 70 cents. You invested $2,000-$3,000, right, around this time last year, and you just held it. You're looking at over 1,000% return. You'd be floating 6 figures in profit right now. So what we're trying to do, what I'm trying to show you, is we're trying to look for the next Chainlink. I believe, this is just my opinion, I believe the ones that I'm showing you could have the potential of being, could be seeing moves just like this on Chainlink. And this is amazing because the returns are amazing. So just with where could you go that you could invest, a manageable amount? This is money that most people, relatively, a lot of people would be able to get their hands on, invest it and hold and see returns that are astronomical, right? So Chainlink, I believe we could be heading back into the $8 region. If we head back into $8 regions, we could be looking to make new highs. The reason why I say this is if I take out my Fibonacci tool, we've already had about a 60% pullback from the move of, from March of this year. From March of this year, we had that rally. We pulled back, and I believe now we've officially made that new higher low, right? I'm looking for that third wave touch of the trend line. For that third wave, I believe we could head back into about $10 to $9. And after that, I believe we could be headed back now into $25. So if this were to play out, again, this is just my opinion. But I believe if that plays out, we could be looking at 135% return on investment, right? So Chainlink, for those that got in, and I know of a couple individuals who got in and wish I'd known about Chainlink or was studying it more, got in last year, and now this year they've cashed out 6 figures. So that's absolutely amazing. So Chainlink is really the darling of the DeFi space that's going on right now. And the rally actually on Chainlink happened because of the craze into DeFi. And really what Chainlink's technology is to connect the blockchain or the cryptoverse to real life contracts. So let's take a look at it. Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle network which aims to connect smart contracts with data from the real world. Chainlink was developed by Sergey Nazarov with Steve Ellis as the other co-founder. It held an ICO in September 2017, raising $32 million with a total supply of 1 billion Link coins. Link, the cryptocurrency native to the Chainlink decentralized Oracle network, is used to pay node operators. So in other words, this is developed on the Ethereum blockchain, and pretty much in the world of decentralized finance, there's going to need to be a link between the cryptoverse and real world data so that trading can happen on a decentralized network. Now, this is my opinion. I believe the next Chainlink, I've been doing some research on this, I believe the next Chainlink could be REN. Yes, I believe the next Chainlink could be REN. It's in the same category as decentralized finance, and really what REN is, it is a liquidity provider for decentralized trading. All right. So for those of you who are new to the markets, if you're here, you know about the markets, this is not for you. But if you're absolutely brand new to the markets, let me explain something very quickly. In order to trade the markets, liquidity, there needs to be individuals or institutions or entities that provide liquidity for trading, right? They're called liquidity providers. What liquidity providers are is when people are trying to execute orders, there needs to be liquidity or money to fill those orders, right? And so what REN is a liquidity provider when trading becomes the norm on decentralized financing for trading. And so REN is an open protocol built to provide and liquidity between different blockchain platforms. Formerly known as Republic Protocol, REN launched REN VM, its virtual machine mainnet, in May 2020, having completed a 34 million initial coin offering. The protocol's native token, REN, functions as a bond for those running nodes which power REN VM, known as dark nodes. Guys, I'm really not nerded out into the tech for this. I'm more of a technical analyst when it comes to this, but I can get down with it. It says REN aims to expand interoperability and hence accessibility to decentralized finance by removing hurdles involved in liquidity between blockchains. As I said before, This is just a long way of saying that they're a liquidity provider. Okay, it's just going to make trading easier once decentralized exchanges are fully up and running. And so let's look at the price action on REN. Interestingly, doesn't it look eerie similar to the price action from Chainlink? Right? We have this massive rally, we have a pullback, and there's some period of consolidation. Now let's take a look at REN. We have this rapid pull, rally to the upside, pullback, some consolidation. The price action is similar. I believe REN is almost moving in correlation based on the price action, in correlation with Chainlink. And right now it is undervalued, in my opinion, at 28 cents per token. I believe REN could go to the moon. I really do believe between now and probably next year, or within the next 2 years at the most, I believe REN could be the next Chainlink. And I think the price action really does give us a lot. It's so similar. And if we were to say take this this impulse move here, we had those similar pullbacks, about 60%, and I believe now we could be heading further up. The sky's the limit when it comes to REN. If it takes out 60 cents, it's all-time high. It could continue going more. And at 28 cents, you don't need a huge investment to make some significant returns. All right, next we're going to be looking at XLM. Sorry, we already looked at XLM. ZRX. We're going to be looking at ZRX. And what ZRX is, an infrastructure protocol that allows users to easily trade ERC20 tokens. Pretty much it's a token that's on the Ethereum blockchain without relying on centralized intermediaries like traditional cryptocurrency exchanges. In other words, ZRX is another project that's within the DeFi space. This DeFi space, I'm telling you, it's absolutely heating up. It's red hot right now. ZRX achieves this decentralized exchange functionality using a collection of open source, publicly auditable smart contracts that work together to produce a flexible, low friction trading protocol that developers can easily weave into their products. In other words, what it's simply telling us, what ZRX, the project, is all about, it's just going to make execution of your trades that much easier once they're put in. So what's all of this what are all of these projects trying to do? All these projects are pretty much just technology that's going to be able or enable traders, people to trade a decentralized market. What does that mean to be a decentralized exchange? Traditionally, when you think about trading or in any market, you have to go through someone like a broker. There's a third party you need to go through, right? So if I wanted to get into the stock market, I need to open like an E-Trade account. That's a centralized exchange. What the DeFi space is trying to do is to remove a centralized exchange. And what would end up happening is as a trader, or as traders or private investors, institutions, they would go directly to the market, right? You would go directly to the market, and the market, or on the blockchain or whatever technology or chain or platform they're on, all of that, the execution of the trade, the filling of the trade, the liquidity for the trade, all of that would be done digitally by these projects. And this is why this is absolutely amazing. We are going into territory now that is unprecedented within the financial world. This is called fintech, financial technology. And this is what we're talking about. You're literally seeing right now the development of financial technology that is unprecedented. This thing is so new that people are having a hard time wrapping their minds around this. The simplest way to put this, as I said in my previous video, think about cryptocurrency as the internet for money, right? In the past, we had to go to the library. We had to go through third parties to receive information. What the internet did was literally took us straight to the source of information, right? And this is what pretty much this is. So let's now look at the price action for ZRX. ZRX is the final one. As you can see, I already have my analysis here. I have a head and shoulders formation that's clear here that I believe that we could be heading back into 14 cents on ZRX. And if we head back into 14 cents, we could be looking at $1 potentially projected. At the very least, we could be looking at 95 cents. Now, what's a head and shoulders for those of you who don't know technical analysis? We have the left shoulder, head shoulder, right shoulder. Once you see this kind of formation in the markets, it's a bearish formation, meaning that the market is going to be going into, is going to be sold off, or it's going to be bearish, right? Bearish means it's going to go down. And so once we break this particular neckline of the head and shoulders formation, I believe we could be looking at around 15 cents. And I believe 15 cents is a steal because we would bottom out, and really it's up from there. So the returns on that could potentially be, at this point, we could be looking at 536% just to get back to its previous high. If it breaks the high and goes to the next level of resistance, 600%. And as the DeFi space becomes more developed, these tokens or coins that are in the DeFi sector are going to explode. And personally, just my opinion, I believe it is quite possible that the DeFi space could develop much more quicker than, say, the merchant tokens like Ripple or transactional tokens such as Ripple or XLM, just because countries are going to be so hesitant, primarily speaking of the United States, is going to be so hesitant to accept these cryptos as currency. However, what these projects are going to be able to do is going to be able to set up a trading atmosphere, because it's going to be done within the ecosystem of the cryptocurrency, which is already decentralized. It's going to be very hard to then legislate or to put laws in place that would slow them down. So I believe this space, the DeFi space, could develop much faster than the currency space or the merchant space, just because in order for the merchants or the currencies to be used in the real world, it needs to be fully adopted by governments. And so these are just my thoughts. This is just what I think. If you found value in this, why don't you smash that like button, subscribe, and continue to check out my channel for tools that will help you be able to invest within the cryptocurrency markets with confidence. Until next time, guys, see you on the next video. Take it easy.